Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the fort. Today we're going to pick up with some camp cooking. We're going to try some Dutch oven bacon. We're going to cook up bacon. Did I say bacon? That's right. We are going to cook up some bacon cheddar beer bread today. So let me get things settled down and we'll get started. Settled in. There we go. Okay, looks good. All right, now we can sit down and relax and discuss what's going on today. Let's talk about what we're going to do. As I mentioned before, we're going to make some bacon cheddar beer bread today. And oops, I forgot. So we got some shredded cheddar. It's about a cup. We need, for this recipe, 4 tablespoons of butter. At least 6 pieces of bacon, 3 cups of flour, a tablespoon of baking soda, quarter teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 cup of sugar, which is interesting. I was really surprised to see that in the recipe. And then also some beer. And for this one, I have chosen Deschutes Jubel Ale, which is one of their seasonals. It's really good. It's a 65 IBU and a 6.7 on the alcohol volume. I figured it'd be like a good, rich, hearty ale that'll go with the bread well. So, as you can see, I got most of the dry ingredients already mixed up in the bag there. And it's really simple. This makes, hopefully I do a good job on it, but when the wife makes this, where I stole the recipe from, and she actually got the recipe from somewhere, I'm not sure, but it's really good. So I'm hoping that I can do her recipe justice here. And now that we've got the fire started, that's step 1. Step 2 is to try some of this Jubel Ale out. And I could have sworn that I brought a bottle opener, but I guess not. So we'll have to use the knife. Give it a taste. Yummy. It's almost like a porter, a little bit, but not as sweet as a porter would be, maybe. So again, we'll run through the steps here that we need to do. Step 2, we're going to use the spoon. I should give you guys a quick view of that. We'll need our cutting board. We're going to use the titanium pan to cook the bacon because we need to reserve the juice, the bacon grease of goodness, what you do basically, once the bacon's cooked, we'll chop it up, add it into the dry mixture along with the cheese, stir that up. We will put some parchment paper in the bottom of our Dutch oven. We will then melt some butter, pour the butter into the bottom of the Dutch oven, right on top of the parchment paper, and then we'll pour in the batter, quote unquote, the bread batter, because it really isn't a dough. It's kind of very liquidish. And then we will, the bacon juice that we put on the side, we will pour over the top of that. And one of the things I think I'm going to do today too is I'm going to run up to the garden and snag a leek, and I'm just going to gently cook that in the pan before we do anything, put that to the side, and then add that into the mixture, just because I figured, hey, we got it, and you can't really go wrong with adding some leeks. So one of the things I did bring besides the titanium cook pot was I brought the little pan from inside the the zebra pot, so that we can use that to reserve the bacon juice. And then I'll turn around and melt the butter in the pan that we use to fry up the bacon. Okay. Yep, hopefully you guys can see. This is the finished product of the spoon. I oiled it like 3 or 4 times, so hopefully that's coming out okay somewhat. You can see the little pith things, so hopefully that doesn't cause us a problem. If it does, oh well. We'll sand it up, clean it up, oil it again, and hang it on the wall as some kind of funky, crazy decoration. Again, just kind of toasting them. The coal base is developing nicely. I put an extra piece of maple on there. So all we need to do really is get this bacon cooked, and we will be good to go for getting the bread together, which should take a whole 2 minutes to throw it together, get it in the pot. It'll be great. We're going to go ahead, add in our leeks. Okay, and add in our cheddar. I'm going to reserve our, no, it's about 2 tablespoons, perfect. Nice. So now we're going to prep the Dutch oven. Okay, make sure it's on there pretty secure. We're going to line as much as we can, line the pot. So now we're going to set the beer down. Start adding the beer using our spoon to make the dough. Try not to pour the beer on the ground. Alright, I'm just going to pour it all in because I can see it's problematic. I think it's mixed pretty good. It's looking about the same consistency. I think we're good. So we're going to take our melted butter and we're just going to pour it in the bottom there. Kind of make sure our paper is pushed down as much as possible. Keep it nice and level. I'm actually going to try and get a nice level spot on the ground. So the butter will be evenly distributed once I start putting the batter in, as we'll call it. All right, there we go. All right. There we go. All right. Hopefully you guys can see okay. So what we're going to do is just drizzle our bacon grease across the top. As evenly as possible. I probably could have done a better job there. We got a little bit of congealedness. See if we can heat that up a bit. Got a bit more. All right, we're going to spread some coals. I'm going to kind of push this one to the side for now. Pull some of the coals out. They're in there. Get a nice bed going. Okay. We'll set that on top. There we go. There we go. Okay, we got 45 minutes to go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna set a timer for 10 minutes. And every 10 minutes, I'm gonna rotate the pot and the lid and put extra coals and stuff on top. So that way it'll help to try and smooth out the cooking, right? Make sure that the heat is proportioned correctly. All right. Okay. The alarm is about to go off. You guys can see the fire flamed up pretty good. So I'm going to flip a little ahead of time. Now I don't have one of those neat Coolio lid grippers. So I'm going to grab my Leatherman, keeping it gentle, and flip that around. You got to be really careful when you're rotating the lid as to not introduce bad jujus into the meal. All right, here's another set of coals. I'm going to add to the top here. All right, we'll bring some underneath. Oh yeah. There we go. Now let's see where we are on the timer. Maybe we'll go ahead and do a little rotation. 4 minutes. Yeah, let's go ahead. Go ahead and rotate one more time. And gently rotate. Whew. All right, I'm pretty sure it's done. We're going to take our toothpick, put that on a rock. Came out clean. All right. I'm just going to drop that right there. Now, if we're lucky, we will be able to use the parchment paper. Oh, yep, that's hot. There we go. We're going to pop this out. Oh, uh-oh. Ooh, I don't know. I think we got a little charge. Yep, damn it. All right, hopefully you guys can see that. We got burntage. All right. I'm going to lift that up really quick, put it on another piece of parchment paper. We're gonna take this and let it cool, and then we'll cut into it and see if anything is salvageable. The top looks good. I think I had a little bit too much coals on the bottom. I was actually thinking about getting the tripod and hanging the pot so we wouldn't have this problem, but a little too many coals on the bottom. First time, but you know, we'll give it a try again till we get it right. Is that okay? Can you guys see that okay? There's the bread. I cut it up. Unfortunately, it stuck to the lid, so we got little crispies to eat. Here's the bottom. We just cut that off, yeah, and I did the crust as well. So we're gonna hear some reactions now. Wow, it's fabulous. You can be honest if it sucks.
Oh, it's warm, moist. Oh, well done. Super yummy. It smells amazing.
Is it cooked?
It is quite good.
Here's the white. Not bad.
It's not pretty good.
Well, this is kind of a dense bread anyway.
Bacon cheddar beer leaf bread.
We
Good flavor.
getting all those notes.
And I used tube oil for the beer.
Tube oil from
The shoots.
the Shoots Brewery. Okay.
The Christopher oil one.
Good, babe.
Crackling? Alright, that's good. You want crackling? The dogs intently watch the cutting board and the ground.
Ooh, really good.
Cracklings are good.
Try that crackling. That's what the yummy crust should have been all the way around.
Now, where did the crackling come from?
The top. It stuck to the top of the lid.
Okay.
Because we should have used the 10-inch pan for this
Okay.
recipe. Yeah, should have used the 10-inch pan for this recipe. As the top stuck to the top.